Hello, collective, and welcome to my channel, NUBODI. I am Latriviette, and I will be doing a general reading for the collective audience today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. If you are returning, just drew a blank, sorry. If you are a returning subscriber of mine, welcome back, and thank you for your support. Don't forget to hit the like button, though. It does help out the channel. Yes. So just quick reminder, gentle reminder to use discernment when viewing videos from the internet, especially tarot videos. Not everything will resonate with you. Not everything is for you. So take what applies and let the rest flies, okay? Use your discernment. Take responsibility for your own health and well-being, people. So I'm going to ring my singing bowl now to clear the energy, raise my vibration so that I'm able to get a clear and accurate message for you and for me. Here we go. All right, let's get it in. Happy Friday, people. Hope everyone's doing well, having a good day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is for you when you see this message. All right. So I did a quick energy check-in, see what the overall energy is from Alice in Wonderland Oracle. And the two cards that came out are in reverse. And that's upside down. Some cheat sheets. Find the lesson and nature communications. And they're both in the reverse. So find the lesson talks about, like, I really don't even need the book for that. Someone's not learning the lesson. Someone's not learning their karmic lesson. Someone's not learning the lessons that they came here to learn, to get through life, to experience life. All right. Nature communication. So there's all types of, I want to say, beings that are trying to communicate with someone and they're not connecting, or they're unable to connect. Oh. So they're being maybe warnings or help them to understand what's going on in their current reality, but they're either unable to connect or they don't want to connect. So someone is not discovering the purpose of the situation in their current reality. All right. So let's get into it. So I want to try something new because I have like 100 decks and I only use like 10. So I want to try by different decks to see what's going on. So let's start with flowing with the current energy. Holy Spirit, what do we need to know about this energy? Please and thank you. So we're going to start off with Kipper-ish, IKEV Tarot, IKEV Oracle, my bad. Because he does have an Oracle deck. So check out that, brother. IKEV's doing big things. So what, Holy Spirit, what is the current energy as it relates to someone not finding the lesson? Finding the lesson. Death magic. So they're still sending out this unaliving magic, people. They're not learning the lesson because they keep sending out the unaliving message and unaliving magic. And if you watching this video, you still alive, right? So they're not, someone's could be their ancestors. It could just be whatever team that they connect to, they're not connecting or they're unable to connect, because there's some serious warnings that these beings, fairies, elementals, even the demons are trying to let them know, yo, stop what you're doing. Pause. Pump the brakes. And they're not listening. Jealousy and envy. Jealousy and envy is coming out in the reverse. They're trying to show that they're not jealous and envy, but they're still doing unaliving magic. They're trying to present themselves to others. They're not jealous and envious of you, collective. Divine feminine in the reverse. So divine feminine, I struggled with that. Get off me. I struggled with that, someone's blocked. I struggled with that at the beginning uh, when I got this deck because Divine Feminine was in the reverse. I'm like, how can a Divine Feminine be in reverse? So there's a couple ways a Divine Feminine can be in reverse. Divine Feminine could just simply have gotten off her path, distracted, tempted, detoured, or just, was like, yo, this is too much. I can't do all this. It is a lot of healing work to do to be in that position of a divine feminine. You just don't wake up one day and, oh, I'm a divine feminine, although some people have said that, self-proclaimed divine feminines. But to truly, truly, physically and spiritually, really spiritually earn that title of divine feminine, you got to do the work. You got to put in that work and that healing work, and that you got to go through some stuff. So anyways, could be that a feminine energy was on track to become a divine feminine, and she's no longer on that track. The energy that I get from this person is that this person is jealous and envious of you, collective, but she doesn't want people to know. She doesn't want to show people that she's secretly doing unaliving magic to you. She's not learning the lesson, though. I feel like there's some backfire that comes with this unaliving magic. It's in the reverse, which means the energy sent out was blocked, dropped, and stopped. If it did hit you, collective, it hit you in a way maybe you got sick, came down with a cold or something like that, or God forbid, maybe you were in a car accident or something like that, but you didn't pass away. So those are the types of things. They're sending unaliving magic, and the magic is being blocked as much as it can. Take it as it resonates. But anyways, this person is jealous and envious of you, but they're trying to show people that they are not, and they're stuck. They're stuck in their current reality, occupation. So someone could have been paid to unalive you, collective. So this jealousy and envy in reverse, jealousy and envy can be in reverse because this is their job. They don't care one toot about it. They were paid to do this, so they don't know you. They're like, all right, But so that could have been their job to get you off your track. Oh, that's why this divine feminine is in reverse. This could have been, they were paid to unalive you and they were paid to get you off your track and unalive you. Because if you're, excuse me, they don't want me talking about this one. If you are off your path, if you are off your path and lowered your vibration, it's easier for them, for this dog bite. Oh my goodness. They try to be clever. They try to be clever. So yeah, they're trying to send a divine feminine. Someone was hired to send unaliving magic to a divine feminine to get her off her path. Let me rephrase. Someone was hired to get a divine feminine off her path so they can unalive her. So, imprisonment. They tried to get you set up, collective. They were paid to get you off your path, and part of that was getting you set up and in prison, getting you put in prison. That would get you off your path, and not necessarily, because there are some people who were in prison who did some things, who found their path and their purpose in prison. So, but they were trying to get you in prison and it didn't work, collective. Someone was hired to get the divine feminine off her path in prison, and could have been alive in prison. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. This person's stuck, though. This person is stuck in their current reality. This could be a rich guy doing this. Or they could have been, a rich guy could have been hired to get a divine feminine off her path, imprison her, unalive her. But either one of these, imprisonment would get her off her path. Wow. So let's see who these people are. Holy Spirit, tell me about this divine feminine in the reverse, please, and thank you. A servant. This is somebody who works for somebody else. What did I say? They were hired to unalive someone in the collective. Servant. Delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. So they were happy to do this. Oh, you give me how much to do some unaliving magic? Say less. I see it. I see it. I was trying to use my other cards, see if we can get different messages, but it keep coming out. Detective in the reverse. Detective in the shadow attributes talks about voyeurism, falsifying information. I'm telling you, they try to get you, collective, trying to set you up, falsifying information, put you in prison. That will get you off your path, especially if you didn't do nothing. Oh, you go crash out on everybody. Destroyer. They want to destroy your life. They were paid, they were hired. That was their job. That was their occupation, to destroy your life. They're a bully. This divine feminine in the reverse is a bully. Conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. So you may or may not know this person, and you may or may not know that this person was doing these things behind your back, trying to set you up, put you in prison, unaliving you. And they're stuck. They're stuck with their current reality. They can't move forward with this. That's why their unaliving magic's not working. Shapeshifter in the reverse. Shapeshifter. Okay, first of all, we're gonna clear this. Somebody's stuttering, and that's not my energy because I don't stutter. We have shapeshifter in the reverse. Shapeshifter in the shadow attributes talks about projecting in any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. So this person presents themselves to be whoever they need to be in front of whoever they're in front of. But that's not who they are. May not even be who they even look like. So this is a bully trying to destroy your life, collective. Let's get some energy on this rich guy, please, and thank you, Holy Spirit. Who is this rich guy? Is this a good guy or a bad guy? Is this a good guy or a bad guy? It's a guide in the reverse, so this is not a good guy. A guide in the shadow attributes talks about places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. So this karmic feminine energy is working with this rich guy. They do anything for money. They're guiding people in the wrong directions, guiding people off their path. What did I say? They're trying to get you off your path, divine feminine, so that you are easier to take down, take out. Healer. This person could present themselves as a healer for money. Exorcist. Freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. So as a healer and a guide, like I said, these people are falsely guiding people, giving false information about healing and their healing journey. Storyteller. This person's a liar. like a liar, like goes to bed thinking about the lies they're going to tell in the morning when they wake up. This person could also have a blog or just post uh, their posts are like more stories than they are posts. Whatever they're talking about, it's got to be something elaborate and exaggerated. Child wounded. So, child wounded talks about awakening compassion and desires to serve other wounded children. So, I want to get let's see what kind of witches we're working with here. Holy Spirit, what kind of witches are we working with? What kind of urban witch, city witch? So someone could live in the city. I hate when they don't have numbers on them. Oh my gosh. Gotta look all. I just got this deck, so I don't know all of the witches in here. And they're not labeled. It says the urban witch blends traditional witchcraft practices with modern urban living. It says unlike the stereotypical image of witches living in secluded rural areas, urban witches practice their craft in city environments. So they can live in like a high rise, an apartment, you know, the typical stereotype of a witch is someone who lives in a cabin in the woods and got all kinds of skeletons and bones around their place and things like that. Tea witch. So this is someone who works with different teas. That's someone who does healing. But don't get it twisted. Tea witch can do some things too. Secular witch. Unbound magic. That sounds interesting. Let's get. So these are different types of witches that we could be dealing with here in male or female. A secular witch does not subscribe to any specific religious beliefs or spiritual deities in their practice. Secular witchcraft is more of an individualistic and personal practice, often centered around one's relationship with nature, personal intuition in the physical world rather than spiritual or divine. So they don't connect to anything, they just kind of do their own thing. Interesting. So what do you need to know, collective, about this unaliving magic? Holy Spirit, what do we need to know about this unaliving magic, please and thank you? Causing chaos and fights in your love connection. So if you just met someone or this person was hired to break up a relationship as well. They want you to be alone. If you're alone, they feel like it was easier to attack you, unalive you. So they wanted to break up your relationship. They did a breakup spell. says lavender and sage clears away negative thoughts, energies, harmonizes the mind, enhances intuition, and inspires loving feelings. So you may need to, there's a bundle that is lavender sage mix, which smells quite lovely. But you can get the individual lavender and sage, mix it together if you like, and burn that to clear your energy, clear your negative thoughts. Um, bring more harmony to your space. Because again, one, they're trying to destroy your life. Two, by attacking your mind and projecting negative thoughts, that could put you on that type of path. So do clear your energy as often as you can. Unexplained body whelps, bruises, and scratches. So they could be attacking you while you're sleeping. And you wake up with some bruises and some scratches, or you don't know how they got there. So do not only cleanse the energy of your home, but protect your home. Protect your home so that this type of stuff doesn't happen, so that they don't get into your home. Okay. Ooh. So we have keep a protection pouch on you. All right. Causing you to miss out and lose opportunities. So again, they want you alone. Isolated from friends and family. Get you fired. You don't have a job. You don't have any money. You don't have a place to stay. You don't have transportation. So you have nothing, which can put you in a depressive state. It can put you in a irate state because everything happening back to back or all at once, and so lowering your vibration. And so let's just be clear. Just because you are in a certain mind state doesn't mean that lowers your vibration. You are not going to be all love and light, rainbows and happy every day, all day. But staying in that state day after day after day after day can lower your vibration. You're allowed to feel your emotions. And so what the energy that I'm getting is that, by doing these things to you, getting you fired, getting you put out of your residence, affecting your mode of transportation, isolating you, friends and family distancing themselves from you, coworkers, whatever the case may be, so that you'll be alone. Yeah, that could upset someone. But just because you're upset about it doesn't mean you lowered your vibration. You're expressing your feelings. So, anyways, it's about staying in that state. Express the feeling, acknowledge it, heal it, move on. So that's what they're trying to do, is lower your vibration. They can't attack you when your vibration is high. So they're trying to lower your vibration so that they can do some things, send you to prison and unalive you, because things do happen in prison. All right, let's get some energy. Let's get some information. Holy Spirit, what do we need to know about this information as it relates to the collective, please and thank you? What do we need to know? So they're doing these things and they're not they're being warned. They're angelic team, however that looks for them, is trying to communicate with them, trying to let them know, don't do that. And they're not looking at the lessons. So, people all around them are being affected, whether it's they're losing their jobs, they're losing their places of residence, they're losing their mode of transportation. Some are losing their lives, but they're not looking at the fact that could be a result of what they're doing. They're like, oh, Did you hear about so-and-so? Oh, no, what happened? Oh, no, they lost their job. They about to get evicted. Oh, no, I didn't hear that. And that's someone who could be a friend of theirs or a relative or, somebody that they care about. But they're not looking at their responsibility. So that's what it's talking about, find the lesson in the purpose. Also, what they're going through. They're not looking at what they're going through is as a result of what they're doing. Find the lesson in their purpose or the purpose in their situation. Happy, happy. They are unhappy. Someone's not happy. One, that this unaliving magic did not work on you. They're not happy about that at all. It's card number 26. 26 reduces to 8. 8 is about manifestation. They're unhappy that they did not manifest an unaliving on you. That greatly affects them. That greatly affects their occupation, their money, their livelihood, their structure, and their foundation. Chop, chop. Chop wood. They took action. They took action on. Chop wood is about taking action. It's in the reverse. So something that they didn't do, we got breathe in the reverse. Someone can't breathe. They could be having asthma issues, bronchitis, some type of upper respiratory issues they could have going on. I'm not a doctor. Card number 42. 42 reduces to 6. 6 is about harmony, balanced. They're out of harmony. They're not grounded. It says in the upright, being grounded in everyday experience. It says the appearance of this card is a sign that you might be devoting far too much time dreaming and talking about your dreams. So someone was really, they could have, the paycheck that they received or were promised, because some they were given a few dollars up front and then a few dollars when the work was done, or maybe a few dollars up front and then some other things were promised when it was done and they didn't get it done, but they still want what was promised. Yeah, they were some people counted their chickens before they hatched. Some people in the karmic veil who were paid to destroy your life collective spent their money before they got it. Boom, that's what this is here. And they're not happy because they're not getting that money. That regeneration in the reverse, that's what fell out. Regeneration talks about things not growing, things not manifesting. Whatever they did, they burnt everything to the ground. And usually when things burn to the ground, you have some wind that blows some seeds from other places to replant back into that area to grow something beautiful. Then you have the rain, and then you have the sun, and things start growing. This is a desert. It's not growing. It's not manifesting. It's card number 46. 46 reduces to 10. 10 is about the ultimate completion. Done, done. It's not done, and it won't be done. Whatever they were trying to do to you, collective, to make you done, it's not going to work. It's over. It's over. 10 is about completion, but they didn't get it completed. That's why they mad, because they don't get either whatever was promised, the money, the promised land, or status, or level up, of whatever they were promised that they would get if they did this to you, successfully destroyed your life, successfully taken you out. They don't get that. Here and now. Here and now is in the reverse. Here and now in the upright talks about being centered, being grounded. They're stuck in the past and in the future. In the future, they were counting their money like, yeah, we about to get this bag. We about to go here. We about to go there. I'm about to be fly, about to be lit. So they were all in the future. And in the past, they're like, okay, what did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? Why is this not working? It worked before. It's not working now. It's card number 32. 32 is about conflict, chaos, and challenges, and it's in the reverse. So those conflicts, chaoses, and challenges that they were sending you, collective, no longer works. It's not gonna grow. Whatever they were trying to, whatever they put seeds in to grow with regard to taking you out, destroying your life, it's not growing. It's stopped growing, or it's no longer, it's stopped growing and it won't grow. Poise. You were graceful through all of this. And by graceful, I mean you didn't crash out. You didn't act a fool in the streets. You didn't cuss people out on Facebook, Instagram. You didn't have those Twitter wars. You're like, okay, I saw what you did there. I heard what you said over there. And you kept it moving. You had mental note. You made mental note of who did what. And if you didn't know at the beginning who was doing what, you know now. You got some information now about who's trying to take you out, who's trying to destroy your life, despite the fact that they were doing these things in the dark. These are probably people who smiled in your face. Friends, co-workers, family members, exes. But you said, oh, okay, it's card number 48. Someone could be born in 1984. 48 reduces to 12. 12 reduces to 3. 3 is about growth and mastery. Even though you did this with poise, grace and poise and dignity and diplomacy is what I meant. Wasn't to say that it was easy, wasn't to say that it was fun, because some of these things that these people did in the dark behind your back, it was still traumatizing. It was still traumatizing. You're like, what? Sally did what? I was friends with Sally. I went to Sally's christening and graduation and this and that. John did what? John said what? John said that about me? Oh, I thought me and John was cool. So things like that. You're finding out that people you thought were in your corner, not really in your corner, or were in your not never was in your corner. They had jealousy and envy towards you. But I feel like this card here says, find the lesson, discover the purpose in the situation, trust that you are learning. I feel like you did that, collective. You discovered the purpose, because in all of this, and I say this and people hate when I say this, everything happens for a reason. You may not like the reason, but it happened. And that's just what it is. Okay? And so there was a reason for this happening the way that it happened, whether it was painful, traumatizing, discouraging, whether you lost your job, whether you lost your home, your car, whether you lost your children in custody battles. Things happen for a reason. And for a lot of you, you found that reason. You understand that reason. These people didn't. These people doing what they do, saying what they say, they're just doing things all willy-nilly. They're not looking at what is your purpose for doing that? Money? That's your only purpose? You can get money anywhere, but you had to destroy someone else's life for money. All right. So let's get another deck here and see what's going on. Hey. I have so many decks down here, I don't even know what's going on. I gotta clean this area up. It says, what's the vibe? Holy Spirit, what do we need to know about this divine feminine in reverse? Who's not a divine feminine? We'll come back to that. Holy Spirit, what else do we need to know about this situation as it relates to the collective? Please and thank you. Holy Spirit, what do we need to know about this situation as it relates to the collective? Please and thank you. Crown chakra. You're asked to tap in. Your crown chakra is open, and that's how you get your communication from your angelic team. Going within, tapping into the above. Whether that's the universe, whether that is the Most High, whether that is your ancestors of the Most High. Somebody's got some messages for you. Somebody want to talk to you. Could be a lot want to talk to you. But tapping in, confirmation. Woo. Tapping into your crown chakra gives you the knowledge and the wisdom that you need to navigate your life. This color is the number 7. 7 is about reflection, introspection, going within, tapping, tap, tap. Fertility. Fertility is about birthing out things, not just human, but ideas, projects, businesses, whatever. Birthing something. They try to block this from you so that you wouldn't create, so that you would not manifest abundance and prosperity for yourself. It's card number 3. It's a bunch of people, not just these 2 jokers right here. It's a rack of people connected with these 2 jokers here trying to destroy your life. Again, what did I say? They were trying to block you from making money, block you from living your life. They want to take your life away from you. Fertility is the Empress card in traditional tarot. It's in the reverse, so this is a dark Empress. A dark Empress who wanted to tap into your crown chakra, see what you got going on, what you have going on, where you going, who you going with. Authority. So this is a Empress, and this is a dark Empress, and this is an Emperor. These 2 jokers right here. Because you got divine feminine in the reverse. You have Empress in the reverse. You got rich guy in the upright. Rich guy is the king of pentacles, king of coins, king of dollars in traditional tarot. They wanted to have authority over you, over your life. They wanted to have full control, authority over you, what you do, what you say, how you do it, where you do it, and who you do it with. And because you would not give up authority of your life, somebody thought it was prudent to destroy you, to take your life. Okay, you won't give me control of your life, so I'm going to take your life. They wanted to destroy your structure and stability. This is your structure. This is your home. Your temple is your home. Your body is your temple. It's your home for your soul, home for your spirit, home for your higher self, home for your inner child. You got people in your home. You got beings in your home, and they weren't leaving. So they weren't allowing. It wasn't your time to go, 1. And 2, wasn't your time to go by the hands of these people. So they wanted authority over your life. They didn't want you creating anything, including stability for self. Solar plexus, power, control. They want to control over you. But you have control over self because you've mastered self. You found the lessons and the purpose in why you're here. You found the lessons and the purpose in all of this and what's going on. You understood the assignment. They did not. So you have card number 3 because it is the third chakra. 3s represent groups, people, more than one. So you had more than one person trying to have authority over you, over self, over control over you, over you. All these people wanting control over one person. That means you's a powerful, bad mamma jamma. That is what you are. Shadow. Why? Because you faced your shadow side. You found the lessons, the purpose, and you faced them. Shadow. Shadow is the moon card in traditional tarot. Moon is about things hidden. You found what was hidden from self and you mastered it. You had control over your shadow part, your shadow, the shadow side of yourself. The shadow side of self. Some people that's all love and light are afraid to use their shadow side. Well, use the one's gonna get got. How about that? And then you have some people who are way over into the shadow side that they don't see or accept the light. And those are the people who just, gonna go down there. Card number 18. 18 reduces to 9. 9 is about things coming to fruition. Because you faced your lessons, your karmic lessons, you understood the assignment, you faced your shadow side, you got some things coming to you. You have some blessings coming to you. 9 is also about cycles ending. This is ended for you. You went through this enough, and you went through this enough that you've learned what you needed to learn out of all of this. By the time this cycle has closed, you're done. You're done with this. So now we get some tea. Holy Spirit, what do we need to know about this divine feminine in reverse, please? And thank you. This person's a party person. They into the nightlife, gambling. This is a party girl. This is a party girl. They're into the nightlife, clubs. That jealousy and envy that she's trying to hide is because you are still secure, not only in yourself, but in your finances. You may not be where you want to be right now in this current situation, but they're improving, slowly but surely. They are improving and they will improve. They will improve. You're going to be established, and that's why established has fallen upon jealousy and envy, even though they don't want to show that they are jealous and envious of you. They got some legal issues. Well, this divine feminine in reverse has some legal issues. But they're still partying like it's 1999, though. They're still, what did I say? They're ignoring the warning signs. Hey, you need to take care of your business. You need to handle your business. You're all in this. Chop, chop. In the reverse is about you're focusing so much over here and what this person is doing, saying, being, and moving on with their life, that your life over here is crumbling. So yeah, they got some legal issues that they're kind of avoiding, but legal issues don't go away. They're suffering in silence. And again, I'm going to keep bringing this up. The jealousy and envy card is in the reverse. They don't want people to know that they're jealous of your success, or the fact that you will be successful, the fact that you are, creative. You are someone who can birth things, whether it's a human or an idea or a project or a business, whatever it is, that they kept throwing at you. You're like, Okay, well, they threw this at me. Let me go on and try this. You didn't even know that they were throwing that at you. You're just like, oh, dang, that didn't work. So let me try this. Oh, that didn't work either? Okay, let me try that. And so they kept doing things to destroy whatever it was that you were trying to create. But that's now going to end. They have unspoken desires and broken dreams of their own because they're focusing on what you're doing. How you gonna build your own stuff if you looking over here at somebody else and what they're building and being jealous and envious of it? Oh, she doing hair. I could do hair. I'm gonna do hair too. And hair is not even your forte. It's not even your lane. Somebody's lusting after you. So this divine feminine, take it as it resonates in your story, could be lusting after you and want to be with you secretly. But they were, remember now, they were hired to destroy your life. They weren't hired to fall in love with you. They weren't hired to secretly have the hots for you. But it was all about greed. It was all about money. They were paid to destroy your life, and or they were paid a big hefty sum of money up front. Maybe got some other things out of it as well. Holy Spirit, tell me about this. Let's get a new deck. Let's get a different deck. I don't know about this rich guy. I got decks all in the wrong boxes. That's why I can't never find that one. Got lawyer at the bottom of the deck. This person got legal issues too. Legal issues, court cases, child support. So this rich guy got some legal issues as well. Could be the same legal issues. Could be different. Holy Spirit, what do we need to know? What's the T on this rich guy, please and thank you? Either this rich guy hired this divine feminine in the reverse, or they came in together to destroy you. They were hired to destroy you. Spellbound. So they confirmation. So this person, this rich guy in reverse was doing some spell work too. So they were in on the unaliving magic and or doing their own magic, because this is a urban witch, city witch. This is somebody secular witch, somebody who just does their own thing. So warlock, male witch. Don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't tell me I don't have gifts. They got threesome going on. I don't know if you can see that, but it says threesome. So they had third party situations. So they got something going on together. Okay. You could have been third party and didn't know that you was a third party. And as I stated before, this person could have done some breakup spells to break you and this rich guy up because, well, that she wanted to destroy your life, but she also wanted what you had. She was jealous and envious of you. So she broke you up and got with this person here. And all the while you didn't even know. Well, what happened? I thought we was all copacetic. They could have looked into your, not could have, they looked into your Akashic records. Again, I told you they were all up in your business to find out where you're going, who you're going with, what's coming to you, when it's coming. They wanted to know the deets on your life so that they can destroy it. So this rich guy got a side chick. So they have a threesome and a threesome. If you're no longer in if you're no longer connected to this rich guy collective, then they have another person involved. If you're still connected, you are that side chick and didn't even know. And they're telling you that the other person, don't worry about that person. This rich guy wants to fight. He wants to fight. He's not happy with where he's at and what's going on, but he can't get out of it. Either he has some kind of contract, whether it's ethereal or physical, could be married. They got a lot going on. Yeah, this person is not going to change. They haven't learned the lessons. They're not grasping what's going on in their current reality. They could be immature. We're not talking about age. We're talking about just, behavior, inexperience. Family involves a family member. So it could be your family, their family, somebody's family is involved. It says involves a family or a family member. Got a lot going on. So we have apprentice here. Someone is a student. They're learning. They could be learning the craft. This rich guy could be learning from this divine feminine, or vice versa, or the reverse. What did I say? I said they could be married. That's the married card. They're married. And in some states, depending on the states or depending on where you're located, it could be common law marriage, where the state or county, if you, correct me if I'm wrong if you know this, but in Alabama, if you are living with someone 6 months or more, they consider that common law marriage. So, all right then, I'm gonna wrap this up. Let's get some. Use these cards. Let's get some forwards. Positive forward movement. Holy Spirit, these are the clarifying life situation deck. I got a lot to clean this weekend. Holy Spirit, what do we need to know? Positive step forward. It says heart's desire. Sing along to your heart's song, for it knows what you truly want. Continue moving forward. Whatever's in your heart to do, be, or see, do that. Despite the energy being thrown to you and the different things going on, don't stop moving forward. It says winds of fortune. Allow the winds of fortune to guide your sails, maneuvering through life's opportunities and challenges with adaptability. Keep moving forward is basically what it's saying, because you're headed to your winds of fortune. Last one. Sky of clarity. Soar into the boundless sky of clarity, where insights are as infinite as the azure expenses. You're going to get clarity. You're going to get clarity about all of this. You're going to get official clarity. It's coming to you. Be patient. I get the energy that you don't really need to do anything. Like you don't have to go looking for the clarity. It's going to come to you. It will. Let's get this angel message. 1, 2, and 9. Angel number 129 says, peaceful room. Create a sacred space in your home. The outside world can distract you, so to stay on track, you must create peace within. What did I say? What did I say? They're trying to get you off your path. You don't have to have this elaborate room. You don't have to have a whole separate room. You can carve out a corner and go to that corner every single time. Even if you have to, bring your candles, bring your incense, your crystals, or whatever. Every time you go to that corner, just dedicate that corner or that space to your practice. It says use a corner of the room. What did I just say? Use a bathroom or a spot in your garden to create a place of meditation, prayer, and contemplation. You need a place to commune with your angelic team because they want to commune with you. You know, somewhere where it's going to be quiet, where you're going to be uninterrupted. You can make that space. You can make it in your closet. You know, and everybody has a closet, even if you have to make one. So it's saying, this was the second card out. Nature communication. They want to connect with you. All right. So that is your message, and I thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.